You really want to end up like Colbert? You guys gotta stop being stupid.
We can't understand you.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most hilarious times the South Park writers didn't shy away from covering serious news stories.
Welcome, children. My name is Jeff. Hola, niños. Me llamo Jeff.
Number 10. Immigration. 1 year after the CBP was formed, South Park delivered a satire of illegal immigration that's still incredibly relevant. The immigrants in this episode travel from a bleak future where the world has become overpopulated and destitute.
Hey, Stanley, you need to understand something. Those people from the future have had a hard life. Where they come from is dirty and overpopulated and poor. You can't even imagine the kind of depression they come from.
By venturing back to the 21st century, people are able to make enough money to provide for their families in the fourth millennium.
Looks as if the job at Wendy's did work for the original immigrant. This second arrivee claims that man's family is now much better off and wishes the same for his family.
Modern workers, however, argue that this is taking away their jobs, or gerbs, as some might say.
They took our jobs!
Yeah, they're down. Took our job. They did.
As funny as the episode is, it's also harrowing to think that so little has changed since 2004. For all we know, this could still be a serious issue by the time we get to 3045. After all, satire may be our greatest window into the future. Number 9. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has existed in various forms for several years, but with the release of tools like ChatGPT, the use of AI has grown exponentially.
This is a real app? It'll completely change your life, bro.
South Park did an entire episode around the boys making use of AI in both their personal relationships and school assignments. Much of what is going on is quite entertaining, but it does manage to provide some social commentary around the use of AI in our lives. Even more so, when the credits roll, we see that Trey Parker shares a writing credit with ChatGPT. To see the show embrace AI that way is interesting, to say the least.
Dude, how did you pull all that off? ChatGPT, dude.
Number 8. Diversity in media.
No! Oh my god! Please! No! No!
Few would argue against the fact that for a long time, various minority and ethnic groups did not see much valuable representation in film and television. In recent years, there's been a big push to change this. However, according to South Park, there's a fine line between diversity in media and pandering.
That's actually the best explanation I've heard as to why Disney movies all suck now.
Joining the Panderverse was a direct attack on some of the measures that film studios have taken, such as rebooting properties with more diverse casts instead of telling new stories that naturally include a diverse set of characters. The episode features an all-female, non-Caucasian version of the four main characters to drive their argument home. Number 7. Trump's second term.
All the people here in South Park want some goddamn answers.
All right, then I'm gonna sue your whole town. You got that? $5 billion.
Prior to the premiere of season 27, Matt Stone and Trey Parker stated they would refrain from covering the 47th presidential administration, saying they, quote, don't know what more we could possibly say about Trump. However, when the season premiered, it seemed like Stone and Parker actually had a lot more to say about Trump. The episode is notable for being the first time Trump is actually depicted, rather than Garrison portraying the role.
Hey, Satan!
I don't want to right now.
What? Hey, relax! Come on, Satan, I've been working hard all day!
Throughout the episode, the president is depicted in bed with Satan, threatening to sue nearly everybody and deepfaked in the nude in the middle of the desert. The Trump administration was so upset with how the president was depicted, in fact, they responded shortly after to condemn the episode. The fact that Stone and Parker were able to get this episode greenlit in the midst of negotiating a new deal with Paramount is nothing short of genius.
No matter how hot it gets, he's not afraid to fight for America.
Number 6. The treatment of Amazon workers. Few things are more satisfying than walking out onto your front doorstep to find a new Amazon package. Although it's the ultimate convenience for the consumer, many of the employees responsible for shipping and delivering those packages have expressed dissatisfaction with their working conditions. In this two-parter, an Amazon fulfillment center is set up in South Park. When one worker suffers a particularly bizarre accident, a strike erupts.
I believe the working class needs to revolt against capitalism and bring about socioeconomic emancipation.
Earlier that year, some called for an Amazon Prime Day boycott, and the Stop Bezos Act was initiated.
Please, I'm trying to get everyone back to work.
Portraying founder Jeff Bezos as an all-knowing overlord, the episodes also touch upon how the retail giant has overshadowed smaller businesses.
Since the fulfillment center opened. Hold on a minute. You all stay here because you want to work? It is our purpose.
In the end, the episodes demonstrate how instant gratification doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be left fulfilled in the long run. Number 5. ICE Detention Centers. Even before U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement was formed in 2003, immigration detention was a major talking point. Opinions surrounding the issue became especially heated with the election of President Donald Trump, whose zero-tolerance policy has resulted in numerous children being separated from their families.
So anyone can make an anonymous tip and you can round up families and send them away? Nobody told me about this. I thought everything sucked now. Do you have a card?
Cartman Cartman sees this as ample opportunity to get rid of Kyle.
That's so sweet.
You guys take the parents, we'll take the kids.
ICE quickly realizes that Kyle sticks out like a sore thumb, and his Jewish heritage doesn't help their image. Yet that doesn't stop them from picking up Cartman later on.
Jimmy pissed me off because he told the teacher I was texting in class, so I told Jimmy I'd have him sent to a migrant detention center. He didn't believe me, so I said, I already did it to Cal, and Stan heard that and got pissed off and had me sent to a migrant detention center.
The episode depicts ICE as an incompetent agency that cares more about saving their own skin than the psychological ramifications detention centers have on children.
Mexican Joker, I just want you to remember that I helped you. Jeff Corrigan. Remember, Jeff was your buddy. Now come on, let's go, Mexican Joker.
Number 4. George Zimmerman. In 2013, George Zimmerman was found not guilty for his involvement in the death of Trayvon Martin, a 17-year-old African-American. The verdict enraged many around the country and remains contested even years later. In a World War Z parody, Cartman fears how Token will react.
Token, we had nothing to do with it. I know you're pissed off, Token, but be reasonable.
It's Cartman who ends up taking extreme measures, though, all while making the situation about himself. This results in Cartman getting shot by Zimmerman, which isn't treated as a punishable offense until the authorities realize the victim is white.
Wait, what?
Guilty!
There's a lot of gray territory in the stand your ground law. Watching this episode, we see how it's often treated as a one-way street. While Cartman learns nothing, the audience can identify with the episode's representation of a flawed justice system. Number 3. Voting and social pressure. Paralleling the 2004 U.S. presidential election, South Park Elementary is given 2 options for their new mascot, a giant douche or a turd sandwich. Cartman is for Team Turd, Kyle is a douchebacker, and Stan could not care less.
Did you just say that voting is ridiculous?
No, I think voting is great, but if I have to choose between a douche and a turd, I just don't see the point.
Although he's pressured by the whole town, not to mention P. Diddy, Stan refuses to vote and is banished as a result.
Dad, isn't this a little extreme?
Jesus. I guess maybe you'll never understand how important voting is. Goodbye, son.
As over the top as this sounds, the episode is eerily relatable. Even when neither candidate is ideal, both sides of the political spectrum can become aggressive about securing votes.
Turd sandwich brings the hope for change. A vote for turd sandwich is a vote for tomorrow.
The episode hilariously and honestly explores vote shaming, which has only grown more common in the social media era. Ultimately, Stan casts his ballot, realizing that most elections boil down to a douche or turd. Number 2. Climate change. Climate change isn't going away overnight, hence why it remains a recurring theme in South Park. Granted, South Park hasn't always taken climate change very seriously, or should we say, serially.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones who are actually serial.
In a Season 9 episode parodying the response to Hurricane Katrina, shots were also fired at the day after tomorrow and its take on the climate crisis. The following season, Al Gore tries to warn everybody about a creature called Man-Bear Pig, an obvious allegory for climate change.
Man-bear pig?
It is a creature which roams the earth alone. It is half man, half bear, and half pig.
Although it seems that Man-Bear Pig is imaginary, his existence is confirmed by Season 22.
That's it. That's what I saw. I saw a man-bear pig.
It leaves us with a grim message. The climate emergency is real. It may be too late to reverse the damage, and most people would rather ignore the problem than make a small sacrifice. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. COVID-19. It was only a matter of time before South Park covered the coronavirus, and they did not hold back.
Thomas opened a restaurant in Soda Sopa.
Doesn't seem like such a good idea now, does it, Turner?
The show's first ever television special, the Pandemic Special, covered a lot of ground, from COVID-19's effect on small businesses to the dilemmas it's caused with reopening schools. However, since it is South Park, it also takes time to ridicule the situation as a whole, poking fun at the habits we've adopted since the pandemic's inception.
Yeah, that's good social distancing. Real good.
A vaccination special also followed, focusing on society's obsession with getting vaccinated against COVID-19. Naturally, this drives the citizens of South Park mad, and their dilemma is cleverly compared to a situation that many are all too familiar with.
Hey, we'd like to get in there and get some vaccinations, okay?
Are you on the list?
Well, no, I'm not on the list. I tried to get on the list. I sat on my computer 30 nights in a row trying to make a vaccination appointment and get on the goddamn list.
On the other hand, the seniors take full advantage.
Everyone clear out of the way. Clear the entrance. We have VIPs coming out.
We're to next, everybody. That was our second shot. Let's go to the bars.
What hot topic would you like to see South Park cover in an upcoming season? Let us know in the comments.
And here it is. This is the pangolin we tracked down in China. The animal that could lead us to a vaccine. The mysteries of COVID can be unlocked by our studies of this creature.